Hello everybody, it is I, YouTube Cool, back again, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Radiator Springs Race and Rescue 2-pack of Rally Race 200 Lightning Mcqueen and Rally Race 200 Chick Hicks. This line is pretty exciting. It is the bulk of the new releases for the 2025 Cars Diecast line. I'm probably not going to be collecting all of them, but I knew I had to get this pack because this pack has some of the most interesting diecasts in the line. New for 2025. Interesting thing about this art, I want to talk about the card art specifically, just the design in general. Firstly, McQueen is using a Cars 1 render. Now, this isn't the only McQueen in the line. There's supposed to be another one that's a rescue vehicle. But yeah, he's using a Cars 1 art here. I don't know why. Radiator Springs series. Something interesting I noticed when this line was revealed is these little yellow triangles are very similar to these triangles on this toy line. It says Radiator Springs Race and Rescue. Everyone just calls it Race and Rescue, but that's technically not correct. It's Radiator Springs Race and Rescue. With the R&R looking like the, Radiator Cat Mountain. Really liking Chick Hicks' artwork too. Pretty fun. Chick has a really fun design. Much like the GRC, they have these numbers on the sides for the racers. I don't think they have that for the rescue vehicles. There's supposed to be a rescue vehicle too back here. Their names. GRC really influenced this toy line. And I kind of like that. The GRC was pretty good. And this line I'm pretty excited for. It has some pretty interesting items. Not this 2-pack though. This one's kind of mid. Copyright date 2025. Yo, no way. Made in Thailand. All these cars are made in Thailand. Ooh, they include a Mercury copyright for Sheriff there for that imagery. Very nice. There's the barcode. Sadly, I did not find the Sheriff and Adam pack, but again, probably not going to get these. I'm not really interested in them. I have Sheriff and Adam already. But yeah, pretty excited. Cannot wait to open these guys. Here they are out of the box, looking pretty sweet. I think I'm going to review... I think I should go McQueen first. I feel like that makes the most sense. This is McQueen's Rally Race 200 look. Pretty interesting. I think the main thing that these cars have... I'm not really sure what to think of these because this is my first time reviewing them, but I noticed with all the other racers in this line, they seem to have this consistent red, blue, and sort of silvery color on them. Very interesting color scheme, but I think it kind of works. McQueen has a pretty interesting face. A lot of people seem to not like this face, but I think it's good. I compare him to On the Road McQueen, which is my only other Thailand Cars 3 McQueen I have on me right now. I custom painted his mouth because he had a little weird black mark. He has a bit more of a little black part around the window, which McQueen is supposed to have. A lot of people will tell you that much. He has the number under the headlight because, of course, these are real headlights now. Pretty nice logo. I like how the Rally Race logo is similar to the Race and Rescue logo. Very cool, very cool. I really do like this color scheme for McQueen. It's so different. I can't really think of another McQueen that has this sort of color scheme besides maybe the GRC one. He goes next to a classic Cars 1 McQueen. It's really trippy that this is the only 2-pack of McQueen and Chick to ever exist. That feels so wrong somehow. No, it's a combination they've never done before. So strange. Has his sponsors here. Piston Cup, Octane Gain. I can barely read Octane Gain. Is the Octane just blacked out? It's just Gain? I can't read the Octane. RPM, Volting, Clutch Aid. Yeah, the sort of monochromatic color scheme is very interesting. Not monochromatic, but it is sort of just simple. I like that all of the... And, I really like how all the rally racers have these sort of multicolored wheels. It's very cool. It's very similar to the GRC. A lot of the items there had multicolored wheels. I think it was like Max Schnell's entire gimmick, or no, was it just Max Schnell? I think a couple other cars had it. I think no, Francesco did. Lightning Mcqueen signature 95. I don't know why the back here is red. It should be silver like the rest of it. I think it would look cooler if it was, but oh well, close enough. I like the spoiler. Here's a look at the other side. Quick look at the base. Text looks different. Interesting, interesting. I really like this McQueen. I think he's a really solid McQueen. I really like his design. It's super cool. And he is exclusive to this 2-pack, so probably going to skip regular Race and Rescue McQueen. He doesn't look as cool. This one's a lot more like it pops out because it's so different, you know? But anyways, after lightning comes thunder. This is Chick Hicks. He looks super, super sick, right? Now, this is a Cars 3 Chick Hicks. I didn't bring out my Cars 3 Chick Hicks. Let me go do that. Behold, all of my Chick Hickses. That's it. This is my entire Chick Hicks collection. Pretty crazy. I only had this chick. I only had this chick for the longest time. It's crazy. So yeah, like his expression, it's so smug. So smug. Look at him. This face worked, right? But I like that they gave him a more, new face. I finally painted in his teeth. Wow, they didn't do that. They did it on this one, but they never did it on regular Cars 1 Chick because they're allergic to updating diecast in small ways. Go big or go home, as they always say. He has a gray part around his grill, which he's supposed to have in the movie. He has sponsors. I'm not gonna read them out. I feel like people are always compelled to read out the sponsors because there's so little, but on Chick, obviously, you can't do that. He has his iconic Kachiga sticker. Pretty nice, pretty nice. You can barely see it on the Cars 3 one. There, it's on that side. Former and forever Piston Cup champion. Pretty cool. Wait, hold on. Is mine an error? I thought it said something different on this. Is that true? I thought it said something different on this Chick Hicks. They actually did do a Thailand Cars 3 Chick Hicks with headset, but they didn't re-release it. I think because they don't like releasing more than one version of a character these days, unless it's McQueen, because obviously I got to do McQueen. I really like how the blue is on Chick. It's very subtle compared to McQueen. Or I guess no, McQueen was also pretty subtle, not very much. But yeah, he has this in the white part. No, silver. It's supposed to be silver. I wish the silver part was metallic, I think all of these cars would look better if the silver was just metallic, if they just, fully leaned into it, rather than just making all of them, like, this weird, shiny gray. Except for on Jackson. I don't know why Jackson gets actual silver and everyone else just gets this, but... Rally Race 200, 86. 20,086, no. Oh yeah, the Vroom, Sludgy. On those. There's the base. Now, I'm torn if I like McQueen or Chick more, because both have their strengths and weaknesses. But I'm slightly leaning towards McQueen, since he's just a little more interesting to look at compared to Chick. Chick, if I put all three of these Chicks together, they do kind of look similar. Oh, I noticed they changed Chick's color to a slightly bluer green. I think that's nice. But yeah, Chick Hicks has a pretty, consistent look, whereas McQueen, obviously, because he's the main character, he gets more vibrant and out there looks, which I appreciate. So yeah, I'd say I prefer the McQueen, but, that's nothing against this Chick Hicks. If you see a single or you see this 2-pack, I highly recommend, because this is pretty solid. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to get the rest of the Racer Rescue line, but if I do, I'm excited because this line looks really interesting. I know I want to get at least one of the rescue vehicles. I think it'd be weird if I only had the Racers. Probably going to be Mater. I really like how Mater looks. They gave him such a funny tow hook. But yeah, that's all I have to say about these guys. Hope you all enjoy the review, and I shall see you all around. Bye-bye!